Levelland, Texas, 1957. Egg and rocket-shaped craft, as well as bluish-white lights, were seen in the skies over Texas and New Mexico by 6 separate people between the hours of 11 p.m. and 1:30 a.m. on the night of November 2nd and the morning of November 3rd. 2 farm workers, Pedro Saucedo and Joe Salas, were the first to call into the Levelland Police Department about the sighting. They said that they had been driving 4 miles west of Levelland when they saw a blue flash of light near the road. Their truck's engine died, and a rocket-shaped object approached them. It passed over the truck, accompanied by the sound of thunder and a flash. Saucedo had jumped out of the truck before the object passed over them, and said he felt a lot of heat. Project Bluebook investigated the case, and stated that, quote, Saucedo unquestionably had a frightening experience. An hour later, a man named Jim Wheeler was driving 4 miles east of Levelland when he spotted a brilliantly lit egg-shaped object about 200 feet long in the road. He also said his car engine died. When he got out of his vehicle to investigate, it took off out of sight. When the object left, Wheeler's car was able to restart. Missile engineer James Stokes reported seeing a brilliant colored egg-shaped object near Lubbock, Texas. The sightings not only took place in Texas, but also New Mexico. A Coast Guard cutter reported seeing bright lights while stationed in the Gulf of Mexico, and also biplanes patrolling near White Sands, New Mexico. In addition to the 3 people mentioned, at least 3 more people's engines gave out, all while in the presence of a glowing object. There doesn't seem to be much, if any, physical evidence to corroborate the claims made by witnesses, but the fact that there are multiple witnesses gives this case credibility. These were separate incidents on which the same thing was reported. Car engine failure, bluish-white lights, and egg or rocket-shaped craft were cited by multiple witnesses. Project Bluebook concluded that the cause for these sightings were either ball lightning or St. Elmo's fire, the latter a corona discharge that creates luminous plasma. Although Bluebook stated that conditions were ideal for the formation of ball lightning, astronomer J. Allen Hynek and atmospheric physicist James E. McDonald disputed these theories. Project Bluebook said that Pedro Saucedo and Joe Salas' truck could have stalled for many reasons, including the rain during the evening seeping under the hood and soaking the ignition or dampening the spark plugs. They say the feed line may have also been clogged. Or the region of thin air created by the ball lightning may temporarily have deprived the engine of oxygen. Hynek states that McDonald determined that there had been no storm in the area, and thus no source of excessive moisture to interfere with the automobile's electrical systems. Bluebook also checked on other factors, such as traffic, balloons, and lightning striking the cars, which could have disabled them, all which they claim came up as improbable. Ball lightning and St. Elmo's fire could possibly account for the rush of air, sound of thunder, and heat Pedro Saucedo felt as the object passed over him. But as he and Joe Salas said, the object was egg-shaped, which other people substantiated. Also, the Bluebook explanation for the car engines turning off is extremely circumstantial. Could it be a coincidence that all these people saw weather phenomena at the same time their car stalled from rain or thin air? It could, but it seems highly improbable, especially considering they all saw similar objects at the time of their engine stalling. This case is interesting in that there were multiple witnesses to this event, and they all had similar experiences, which backs up the theory that this wasn't a rare phenomenon, but still doesn't disprove it entirely. If this wasn't a weather phenomenon, balloons, or lightning, then what was it? Thanks for watching.